Hi, I'm Dave Scott. I'm sitting here at my table. This can be my breakfast table, but this is not my breakfast. Now, I'm going to give you some alternatives, but I want to point out the disaster that sits in front of me right now. Whatever this is, and this did not come out of my pantry, Cheerios Oat Crunch Oats and Honey. This is a time bomb for your stomach. If there's a way to turn it upside down and cause a lot of gut inflammation and a huge insulin spike, try this Cheerios Oat Crunch. This is horrible. In one serving, there's 42 grams of carbohydrate. This is really bad carbohydrate. No fiber in this, no nutrient density. I'm not sure where this came from, but I have it here as a prop. Second and third items are a bagel. That bagel here looks petrified, and these two donuts. Wow, I used to eat donuts when I was in my teens. I used to buy buckets of donuts when I was a lifeguard. But you need to forego these. The typical American diet, and what a lot of athletes start off with, is to have a really high sugar index for their breakfast. And lots of good studies have shown, even with athletes, that when they get this huge, gigantic insulin spike, and they do this over time, and without being athletic, if they curtail their athletic stardom, all of a sudden they can become insulin resistant. In other words, they keep pumping themselves up because this huge insulin spike, the insulin's trying to push the sugar into their organs. It's a disaster. And what happens is that they have a tendency to overeat during mid-morning and then lunch and then also the evening. So in lieu of doing this, one of the things that you can start with is think of alternatives that you could use that have a healthy fat index. This particular donut could probably have a shelf life of about 14 years, and you really want to avoid eating that thing. Well, it feels terrible even to hold. As an alternative, what could you eat instead of this? So think of high healthy fats, and I want everyone to refer also to S-Fuels and their website on their quick start guide. We have a lot of information on that guide that has amazing list of foods and also alternatives, including low fat, not low fat, high fat granola, high fat, high healthy fat granola. We have high fat healthy pancakes as well, stuff that you're used to eating without the high sugar index. And Christina Min, who's our resident chef with S-Fuels, has done a great job in putting a lot of different menus together. My morning breakfast, just out of curiosity, my breakfast is quite often I wait and I use intermittent fasting, which is another talk, but quite often I'll have 3 or 4 eggs. I add a little bit of avocado mayonnaise. I cook that in coconut oil, and then I have a very protein dense, high healthy fat, low carbohydrate diet, and that sets you off for a great day. When I go out to train, as I did today, I had exactly what I just described. 2 hours later, I filled my water bottle up of S-Fuels Train and went out for about a 2.5 hour ride, which was pretty darn good for me. Anyway, get rid of all this crap. This is dreadful. Take a look at the website, and hopefully that'll give you some indicators that you've got to throw this stuff away. I'm going to throw it in my backyard here. Amidst all the snow, and I know I've got a lot of chipmunks and rabbits that are going to eat this stuff, and they'll probably be sick on it. All right, talk to you soon.